Welcome to the Uncomfortable Three-Way. My name's Alvin.
I'm Dick.
And I'm Matt. Notice that Dick is now a bicycle cop.
I got a cut.
So, today's uncomfortable topic is during a zombie apocalypse. You've been out there. It's been like 10 days, all right? Give you a little backstory. Go ahead and close your eyes and think about this.
All right, I'm going to close them.
All right, 10 days. You haven't eaten anything. Are you going to eat your dog? And if you are, how do you end your dog's life?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to eat that dog. If it comes down to it and it's like
10 days in?
I
can survive.
10 days, you're starving.
I mean,
Your
goddamn, was I bad off?
Your cognitive functions down. Okay, let's put it this. If you haven't eaten in 3 days, your decision-making is already gone.
Well, I figured I'd be eating grass or something at that point.
Well, I mean, still, even at the point, you need to have that fat content. You need that protein. So what I'm saying is, in 10 days,
yes,
you're eating it.
Yes.
But how are you killing the dog?
7 days.
How do you take care of the dog? Like, this is your lifelong companion.
I mean, no.
And does it make a difference if it's your dog or somebody else's dog, how you treat it when you kill it?
Well, you ain't going to find a gun unless you already have one.
I mean,
I'd assume I would have a
strapped.
gun during the zombie
I mean,
apocalypse.
I would think I would have one of some
So
sort.
my thing is that, like, if it's the neighbor's dog, I'm just going to shoot it and eat it. No remorse.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's my dog, though.
No,
it's been my lifelong companion, dude. I got to give him a fighting chance.
Ain't the dog hungry by now?
It's got to be hand-to-hand combat with my dog.
Oh,
like,
shit.
I'm going to have to, like, get out there and, like, wrestle my dog or choke him out to eat him. Because I feel bad. Like, we besties is, like, to let the best one survive.
You know what?
I can't just
Fair
kill
enough.
you.
Yeah,
but
I'm
gonna
throw
the gun on the ground,
to
dude.
your dog, you
Yeah.
punch your dog in the face, and then it's on
Yeah,
from
you
there.
got.
And then
I'm just
whoever
saying,
wins.
And this is apocalypse scenario. No, we're not advocating for beating your animal. I'm just saying, if it came down to eating your pet, are you doing it?
I mean, you'd have to. I mean, once you go so long without eating food, your body starts craving things like that it doesn't typically crave. So, like, if you're out at sea, you haven't eaten in 15 days, and you catch a fish, like, your body, like, wants the eyeballs and, like, every part of that fish, and you're going to eat it. So, like, of course I'm going to eat that fucking dog.
Okay, yeah.
But
I see that's like a self-preservation thing. A lot of people are like, nah, I wouldn't eat my dog. But my thing is, like, I feel bad about just shooting him and ending it quick. Like, I feel like it's going to be the best one to survive. Like, if he gnaws my throat out and I die, like,
what if your only dog and your lifelong companion was a chihuahua? You think that bitch is going to eat your throat out?
I'm
then
saying,
at that point, there's no point in killing it. I'm getting like a little hot dog. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, let's be real. That hot dog meat right there, that little bit of meat will keep you going for a couple more days.
It'll probably taste pretty good right about that time.
Yeah.
Like a nice little
But yeah, no, I mean,
bite in that back leg.
There would be no fight, but at the same point, I would do it with my hand. Like, it's my consequence. I got to suffer that. Like, I got to hand-to-hand combat my animal.
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, or
even
hand to paw.
playing grounds.
Exactly.
WWD off the top fucking rope. Breaks the dog's neck.
Okay, so now, like, we're on the apocalypse thing, man. We're getting stuck here. So my question is, like, what's your apocalypse plan? Like, what you guys set? What's the items you're taking with you? You guys already know me. I'm a fucking weird prepper. I got, like, literally I have to take one item, my truck, and I got a rolling fucking battle house.
So if I had, like, preparation time, if you gave me like a week, we're like, all right, get it all together.
He can't get to his truck.
Oh, he's fucked. Bro.
He's absolutely screwed.
How I get fucked up where I can't get to my truck?
Like, what if you have a whole horde of fucking zombies or some man-eating shit come up and it covers your house and your truck?
If I have to leave the job, know there's a gun here. If I got to leave my house, that's the fucking arsenal. If I can't make it, ain't nobody making it. like I'm just saying, if I can't make it with the arsenal I have in my own home to my vehicle, which is parked 10 feet outside my door, shit done gone bad, everybody's dead. That's where I'm at with it. I know my shit.
I feel like if you gave me 10 days to prepare, like, all right, you have 10 days to gather your things, I'd get, like, obviously a gun, and then I get a melee weapon. I get the killer katana. Bing, bing. Because, like, you can run out of bullets with your gun. 2, I'd get, like, seeds and stuff. I get a bunch of books, like, that tell me how to survive in the wilderness. How can I get rid of this fucking cold without having to have, this and that? Like a herbal guide,
Do you think that's going to be easy to come by? Where can you find one of those books?
No, like right now. If I have
one.
You can get one. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like right now you need to order is what I'm saying.
I got the seeds too. For all
like, where are you gonna find that during the apocalypse?
He's got a seed vault.
I do.
I'm going to Matt. The fuck? If an apocalypse happened right now, I would go directly to Matt. That's like no cap.
I literally have the seed vault. I have all the seeds for growing medicinal herbs and food. I literally have the katana. I don't have that because I don't like blades like that because they snap.
lacking. But
I got a fucking baseball bat and a 3-foot pry bar.
You've obviously never seen The Walking Dead.
I have.
She survived for what? This is like the 20th season they're on now. She's done pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but
She's still alive?
so
Hell yeah, she's still
No
alive.
spoilers.
saying
No
is
spoilers.
from
There's
deep
Hell
no
no,
research-
she might not be alive. Maybe.
No, the inner weeb in me did the research because I wanted to be the fat kid with the katana out there. But know that in order for it to be slicing like they show, you have to have your cut straight and apply the force properly, or else that blade will snap. And they did make the samurai sword throughout the past, I don't know, 30 years of history seem like it was some indestructible blade. But if you hit that bitch slightly at the wrong angle, it
Sideways.
snap. Yeah,
That's
pow!
why you have to go directly to China. You climb the mountain and you
China
have
didn't have
Japan?
samurai swords.
you have
Japan.
the mountain in Japan.
Yeah.
And then you get him to forge you one, and it's like you just barely even get close to something, and it explodes. Like that's what happens.
So you've been watching way
You get
too
a
much
good one.
anime.
Yeah, I'm about to say the mythical katanas.
no,
Yeah.
that's the type of shit that happens in
Magic
Japan, bro.
ones?
I read that somewhere.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. You bring a katana near anything, it starts blowing buildings up. That's actually what caused 9/11.
Because we have American katanas.
we have
Japanese
knockoff Chinese katanas. No, but I'm just saying, like, when you think about it, like, shit goes sideways, what's that plan? Where are you going, Alvin? What you doing?
What am I doing? I will be figuring it out as time comes.
Okay, so you're
So
just
you're-
gonna roll
you're
the
dead.
blows.
Yeah.
Alvin just said, fuck it, dude, I'm robbing the neighbor, first step.
Yeah.
Step 2 is I'm going down the street and I'm
Yeah.
pillaging a gas station for
It's
some
just about fucking right. Yeah.
Alvin
Doritos.
said, I'm about to go kill the fuck out of my stepdad. It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking shit up.
Remember when you spanked me with that belt when I was 12? This is payback.
Now, give
Taking
me
your
give me that
tomato
leg
plants.
meat.
I'm taking
Put
your
that bitch
tomato
on ice.
So the only thing that I don't have in my Doomsday Prepper stash that would be something I'd love to have, but it's illegal to have here, would be I want some like weed seeds. I want that medicinal marijuana seed
That yeah.
because
Yeah.
I need that.
You know what? No,
Now,
I actually
I got a question.
Uh-huh.
So would ice help in an apocalypse? Like, what if it was up north? Would that be worse or would that be better?
Oh, I'd go straight north. Like I would go
like, would ice
into
be
the
a-
mountains.
Like, could you have water from ice? You have all this shit. Would that be better for you than being down south?
So you have water from ice and all that, but you still have to boil it as you do water out of any creek, so it's not going to be an advantage point. Having it readily available right outside your house does make it easier, but it takes a lot of snow to, like, if you take an entire pot and pack it with snow and boil it down, you get like an inch of water in the bottom of it.
yeah.
It's not like a full pot of water. So you'd have to constantly keep boiling more down in order to get enough to be usable. It is survivable, yes.
Is it better and more survivable up north where there's ice than down
Well,
here?
not fuck the
Because
ice.
wouldn't the-
It's about like you
Like,
get
say
on the
zombies
mountain.
and shit would freeze, right?
Well, no, you
So-
get on the
no.
mountain. You have a better vantage point for everything. It's less populated. It's like mountains.
So zombies, I'm going to be honest with you, you can't really dictate what would happen in that scenario.
Oh, you can't.
Because it's a walking corpse. It defies all logic. It defies everything we know. So, like, you're saying it's going to freeze because the cold weather and not be able to move, like, it's already not supposed to be moving. It's dead.
Facts.
So, like, I can't be like, oh, no, it's going to freeze them. They're not going to be able to move.
Well, it's,
No.
it's like what kind of zombie is it? Is it a Walking Dead zombie or is it like a I Am Legend zombie? There's like, and
I mean, so
those things are scary.
I
as
am
fuck,
Legend
dude.
zombie or like fucking World War Z zombie. I'm dead. I'm fat. I can't
No.
move that
Oh,
fast.
yeah, no, then they...
It's over with.
Yeah, yeah. No.
That World
Like,
War Z shit?
Yeah,
where
no.
Fucking...
Fuck that.
I-
zombie
Brad
shit?
Pitt can have it.
Woo,
I
that
mean,
bitch is going.
I'm with like that Zombieland zombie dude. Kind of comical, dude.
Yeah.
A couple
just
clowns
kinda
out
slowly
there.
crawling out at you.
Yeah, dude. I want it to limp and screech at me. And I don't want it to be running at me. I can't run full force for 8 minutes. It's gonna get me.
Did you ever watch
I'm
Z
done.
Nation?
Yeah.
It was a
Same.
pretty fucking good one. I liked it.
I don't know, man. That was like off-brand zombie. It was all right.
I liked the story behind it. I liked the people. It's like
Yeah.
I got to know the characters
Z
playing the people.
Nation.
Yeah,
shit was dope.
it was like a Sci-Fi Channel one. It was
Oh,
came out
okay.
when Walking Dead did, but like they added a lot.
It was
more awkward
knockoff,
characters.
and it was funny.
What
and it
what's
was-
the one that they made? Like it takes place in the same time as The Walking Dead and like the same world. It's made by AMC.
Yeah, no, it's like
It's not that
No,
one.
it's
this
like
is
Walking
sci-fi.
Dead West Coast or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This is
Yeah,
some
no,
other-
Okay.
those things.
Oh,
are
I know what you're talking about.
I just don't like all the drama and shit they have in that show, dude. I'd rather like show me a show where like the drama's the zombies. Because let's be real, humans aren't gonna be fighting in the zombie apocalypse, and if they are, they're fucking losers, and you just shoot them and
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
There is no question.
I don't think
No,
it's
you
gonna
got to
be
come
like,
together at that point. I feel like.
Nah, bro. But you
Oh,
would
shit,
you think
my
that
mic almost went to my dick,
you talk to him, Dick.
bro. Here, Dick, give him the new line.
You would think that like people would band together, but I feel like if it really went down, I mean, you wouldn't know who to trust. It'd be a lot of anarchy, it'd be a lot of panic, a lot of confusion. I feel like people would be your
It'd
fucking
be like
enemy.
the world's supposed to be.
The world's so bad. Wait,
Alvin's like the world should be an
Oh, yeah?
absolute doomsday theory.
Tell me how you think it's supposed to be.
I mean, I feel like that's, I feel like that would be true freedom at that point.
I mean, anarchism, yes, is true freedom.
I mean, yeah, but
like the zombie apocalypse, I believe, would bring true freedom.
you think that's
Yeah.
what you want until
I
you
know, I'm not saying
have
that's
true
what I want,
freedom,
I'm
and it's
just
like,
saying.
oh no.
I'm gonna go on a level here. Like, anarchism has been given a bad name for a hot minute, but like I could totally get down with some anarchism. Like, tell me this is my property and I don't have to pay taxes on it every year, and that's my truck because I already paid for it, so I don't have to pay taxes to drive that bitch.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I'm down for it.
But you'd have to deal with so much bullshit. Cause like, all right, look, like if I go to the Walmart, right, I get in a little like, oh shit, you parked in my parking spot.
Well,
I
you
was
get in a
trying to
tussle.
park.
You
I get in a tussle. That somebody might just fucking blammo on me, or if they don't blammo on me, they can just follow me to my fucking house and just fucking.
You go to parts of this country or other parts of the world that could happen now over.
Well,
a
yeah,
pack of
but it's
Skittles.
more like because a lot of people don't do it because they know they'll get fucking caught. But once you take that away, people are like, "Oh, I can do this now, and nothing's gonna fucking happen." Like,
Yeah,
you have a lot more evil coming out of people.
I feel like all that evil be weeded out real quick.
No, it would be, yeah.
Like, and when I say that, there's a lot of like good people in the world.
That
There's a
would
lot of
take
shitty
over.
people. But let's be real. The minute you lose like internet podcasts, all that weird shit where people get famous and known for like weird shit,
Yeah.
then you end up with like, oh, well, that's Jim down the street, and we know Jim because he murdered 36 pedophiles on his
Right.
property, and he staked them out here like Transylvania and just put them on his property line. Don't fuck with Jim's kids.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, wait, maybe nobody should fuck with any kids. You know, if somebody fucks with my kids, I'm going to call Jim. And Jim comes down and fucking stakes him like, Transylvania Dracula style, sticks him on a post in his front yard, and like Jim just gets a reputation for being a pedophile killer.
Do you know Jim? Is there a Jim that you know that is like that? Because you are really in
Yeah,
detail.
that sounds like too familiar.
What I'm saying is like,
Where's Jim at?
well, I mean,
Jim?
there's people out there. Let's be real. There's a lot of. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, most murders don't get solved. Think about that. Like 98% of murders go unsolved because unless it's the significant other or a close connection to them,
Right.
cops have no way to solve that shit.
Yeah.
If you left here right now, drove to Atlanta, and went and popped 3 people with an ice pick,
Just
and left,
a random people. Like
Yeah.
the probability of them actually finding you
zero.
because you're not tied to the case anyway. They have nothing to like
some random bullshit.
unless
that
you
happened.
leave casings, DNA, etc.
Yeah.
Like
even
they're-
if you so the whole casing thing, that's a CSI type bullshit. Oh yeah, we found fingerprints on the casing. Bullshit. That casing got so hot it vaporized the water off.
Are you
of it.
sure about that?
Bro? It's bullshit.
I don't know. Never mind. But
The bullet though, if it's a gun, it's
Okay, so perfect example. My Walther P99 literally has the exact same barrel casing on the inside as every other Walther P99. It is not like a fingerprint. But
it narrows down
It is
the
to
gun.
that gun.
Yeah.
But how many people own that gun? Oh, only 75,000 people.
Right.
How many people in the Southeast own it? 15,000 people. How many of these had a beef with that guy? None of them. Okay, now we're 15,000 people are suspects. By the way, that gun's been sold 36 times for each gun with no paperwork because we live in the South. And they don't care.
isn't it like too? Isn't there like a statute of limitation on that? Is there a statute of limitation on murder?
No, there is not.
No.
Nope.
That's for what? So there's only like certain things.
Yeah, statute of limitation only applies to certain crimes, and that's just to keep the court from getting backed up. Let's be real, they're always backed up.
Yeah.
I feel like
especially after that COVID shit.
if you served out like old-fashioned style justice, like where it was like, oh, we have a courthouse, this dude's accused of this crime, hang him. And like they're like, how do you plead? And he's
a
like,
lot
not
less
guilty.
crimes would happen then.
Huh? A lot less
Yeah,
crime
people would be like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
maybe
they'd be like,
should
I don't want to do
this
that.
shit."
My
No,
thing
you ain't
is-
about to hang me.
I feel like they should bring back public execution. Like, you do some horrendous shit, dude, yeah, draw and quarter that fucker in the square. Let
Well,
people
they
see
pretty
that.
much do, don't they? Like, you can
No.
go to a death sentence.
You could
and
go there,
watch
but they
it?
have like 10 seats.
It's hard for me to determine like who is a monster and who is not, like who deserved a death penalty
my thing
and
is,
who doesn't.
let's be real.
Them witches.
Rapist, pedophile, rapists and pedophiles get like no time and fucking in prison at all.
No,
Or
they
jism.
don't. Yeah,
And then at the same point, like the crimes that like people shouldn't be in prison for, like smoking weed, they get like 10 years.
Yeah.
You got caught with 3 ounces of weed, you're going to prison for the rest of your life.
No, I was talking to a dude the other day that said that he got locked up at like 18 because he had a pound and a gun on him, and he was in jail for 8 years or in prison for 8 years at 18.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's just fucking like
Got out
yo.
of 26, had no idea what was going on in the
No,
world.
everything's
Couldn't
different.
get a job because he's got a felony count.
Exactly.
Yeah, it fucked his whole life up.
I mean,
And
at 18, you don't even know what the world is.
No,
yet.
you
so
ain't,
you
you
go
don't know
into
the
prison.
phones. You don't know if currency change. You don't know who the well. You might know who the president is, but yeah, no, you don't know anything about new
Yeah,
phones.
you
you
tell
don't know.
them, click them nails.
yeah, flip them
I
nails.
don't know about
Get
it.
them sloth claws out there. So, my personal opinion is our justice system fucked up on one major thing. When you go to jail, you serve your time. And I feel like when you get out, whether you have a felony or not, all that shit should disappear. And you should get your rights back without having to petition the court.
At least to be able to vote.
Well, my thing is, no, your right to vote, and as long as it's not a violent crime, you should get your gun rights back.
Yeah, that
Well,
makes sense.
And that's literally one of our amendments. Our Second Amendment states that you get to have a right to an arm. And
Yeah.
it doesn't say,
Right.
well, if you commit a crime, you can't have that no more. And that's why our government itself is just trash.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't care if you.
Well,
Okay,
because think about this though, because most of these people, right? They go into jail. All right, so you go into jail, blah blah blah. You live the fucking
Hey.
gang lifestyle or whatever, blah blah blah. You get out, right? You come out, you can't get a fucking job or anything like that. So you go back to probably selling some shit because you can't get a fucking job, and you need a fucking strap if you're selling stuff to protect yourself. And so they know, okay, well, he's a felon. This is probably what he's gonna do when he gets out, and then we'll catch his ass with that illegal strap and send him right back and make more money. It
yeah,
makes
and
sense for them because it's more money.
Privatized prisons are
Right.
We have more people in prison in our country than like almost half the world does. Together.
We have more African Americans in prison now than we ever had like in slavery.
Is there nail salons in men's prisons?
no.
No.
All right, so if I was to get arrested today with these bitches on, what happens to
You-
me?
You,
you
get
get
your
fucked.
ass beat. You
You
get
get fucked
fucked.
hard.
Like
I'm saying, am
heavily.
I going to have to wear them in jail, in prison? Like they're not going to
You
take
better
me,
start
like, I'm gonna have to wear
gnawing in the
these
back
bitches?
seat,
Yeah.
bitch.
That's how that works?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They're not going to do nothing to help me get them off?
No.
They're not
They
nothing?
they might help you
They-
get them taken off just because it could be a weapon.
Facts. Yeah. No.
That-
yeah. That's a
that
good
might be the
But
only
for
thing.
your
That's
safety,
what I'm
they don't
wondering
give
about.
a fuck. What? Nah, they're just gonna toss you in there and let you get fucked.
But
Yeah.
like with them being a weapon or something,
They probably will like clip them, but they'll still be painted and pretty for you to get, your asshole
they
popped.
won't remove the.
Nope.
That's really how hard they go with this shit.
Yeah, they don't care about you. You are a product, sir.
They do not give a fuck about you in prison. Like you are literally
Look,
just
hold on, let's
money.
just be real. They don't give a fuck about you out here,
No,
right?
they
now.
Oh
don't.
yeah,
Yeah, you're
no,
right.
they don't.
Like,
But
the
people
gov-
like to think they do.
Yeah, people want to think they do. That's where this whole new movements keep coming from. Where it's like, oh my goodness, we need to have rights. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. Like right now, sounds sexist. Y'all could fucking hate me. I don't give a shit. Name one right that a man has that a woman doesn't.
Well, that's this. That I mean, I also agree with that.
I'm
I don't
just gonna
know
say,
about
the
any
right
other
The
to-
right to
countries
get
or
higher paying
anything.
jobs in like
But
construction.
that's not a right for a higher.
Well, no, yeah.
No. When I say a right, I'm saying
Not about
like
obligation or like opportunity. is
I'm
what
saying
I meant.
out in the world. No, women can go work construction all day long.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're hard enough workers,
As long as
but
they
most
can
women
do
are
it.
not going to do
Yeah,
that.
but that's like
that's
I
on
could go
them.
be a scientist right now. If I was a good scientist, I'm not, so I can't get the job.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
What
you
I'm-
have equal opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
What I'm saying is,
But
the
like,
equal
it's
opportunity
more
exists.
respectable and more seen as a male in that
It's
situation.
seen as a male trade because you go outside and bust your ass for 14 hours sweating your balls off.
Hell, I wouldn't
carrying
do
around-
that.
I don't want to do it, but what I'm saying is there's people who do it.
Yeah.
I know a couple women who work in the construction field and they're hard as fuck. But at the same point in time, there is no HR in a construction field. So
Right.
sexual harassment lawsuits don't really exist. And if they want to press one,
So it's shit they got to deal with
they're
harder.
probably gonna lose their
know?
job. And
Yeah.
it's not necessarily it's harder. It's just the atmosphere. You go work on a job site, dude might grab your ass and make fun of you.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
if you go
no,
work
I
on a
mean,
job
definitely.
site, I mean, it's definitely
when
like
I work
I don't
in-
want to say like a man's environment, but it's like a
When I work construction, if my boss didn't call me and say "fat fuck, where you at this morning,"
right.
then he didn't care.
Yeah, right.
It's just
yeah.
the lifestyle. They don't give a shit.
You
There
can't
is
get
no
your
place for-
feelings hurt. That type of shit.
Exactly.
Like,
And let's be real. I don't like being called a fat fuck. I am a fat fuck.
but it's like, well, damn, I need that money. Like,
Exactly. I'm gonna
I'm
get
on
my
the
ass
way.
up. I'm on my way, boss man. But like, no, I want to know the right, because the whole thing is the feminist movement right now is preaching they want equality. There really isn't equality. If you get abused by a woman, I've been beat by a chick, and I didn't call the cops. All right, and if I did, she wouldn't have gone to jail because they'd have been like, oh,
It would have been pointless.
You a 260-pound man, and she's a 130-pound girl. Well, what you mean? And I know you have a story like this where you've done called the cops and done got shit and taken care of. But my thing was, I'm not gonna deal with that. That damages my reputation.
Right.
as a man,
If
like,
you're not in
bad
the
for
wrong,
business.
how does it damage your reputation?
because every
No,
other
it's-
person's gonna look at you differently.
It's bad. It's bad for business.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a good thing to have your name tied up in any way, shape, or form.
yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
But I mean,
Yeah, well, the minute it's let me put it this: you pull a court docket and it says domestic violence, so and so versus so and so. They instantly see that male name and you're guilty.
Right.
You beat that bitch.
Yeah.
Whether you did or not. If I go pull up a document between you and whatever your ex-girl's name is that beat your
I'm
ass,
automatically gonna assume.
yeah,
it was
they're
you.
gonna put her name first.
assume. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, that's the thing. It's the
if
stigma
they
behind
glance at it, they'll assume
Yeah.
about it. I get you there. Okay, that makes
And
sense. Yeah.
At the same time, let's put it this: they show if the police were to show up at my house while homegirl was beating me. Her computer was at my house. All of her shit was in my house. Her drugs were at my house. Who's gonna go to jail for that? It's my house.
Right.
She's gonna claim it wasn't hers. Now I was gonna go to jail. No, fuck no. I'm not gonna go to jail for her weed.
Okay, well, see, I didn't deal with nothing like that at that point.
Well, I'm saying that.
Men are at a disadvantage for a lot of things, and women are at a disadvantage for a lot of things, and that's just like how it is. I feel like we equally.
What are women at a disadvantage for, man? They could get literally women can make more at almost any job just for being a
Well, the
woman.
thing that you were talking about, like with
Yeah,
the
any job, yeah,
you know,
mostly,
with
yeah,
the
you're right.
the sexual harassment, and this and that, like that's a disadvantage, like blah blah blah.
Being able
like,
to press sexual harassment lawsuits is an advantage, though. Being able to win almost every single one of those strictly on saying, he sexually assaulted me or he harassed me. 'Cause-
Yeah, but they have to deal with it, though. And I feel like, I mean, I like the attention, you feel me? But, like, I'm sure for someone who doesn't like the attention, it gets fucking annoying all day for, like, constantly people to be like, oh hey, baby, or, oh, nice ass, or, you know.
I mean, and I get that, but I also, there's points and times where I'm like, I can't agree with this. Because if
Yeah.
women didn't want attention, like people are like, oh, women dress how they want to. Okay. Well, if you're being provocative with the way you dress, like let's just say you have a shirt on that exposes half your cleavage,
Yeah.
all right, and that draws attention.
Yeah,
and
no,
they
it's
know
like
it.
you can do that, but it's at your own risk because people
But,
out
but
there
it's
are
not seen as
perverted.
at their own risk. The argument from the other side is, well, I should be able to wear what I want. I want to whip my titties out.
Well, you can.
Yeah, you
but
can.
some
but
people
you have to
ruin
deal
that
with the
shit for
consequences of
everybody.
whipping your titties out.
Yeah.
And like dressing in form-fitting clothes, there's nothing wrong with it. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Like if I see a chick wearing something that's extremely revealing, I'm a big guy, dude. It's hard for me not to look. I'm gonna look. But I don't want to be labeled as a fucking pervert because I looked at what you were showing.
Right, it's not like I was looking at you being like, you know, oh yeah,
Yeah,
baby, I
I'm
want
not
to
up-
fuck you
I'm
so
not, like-
good. Oh, look at my dick. I just like happen to
Breathing up
glance
on
like,
that
wow,
shit.
yeah, she looks really good.
But at the same point in time, it's to the level now where if you look at a woman who is dressed in a risque type outfit, you're automatically a sexist pig for looking at her like a piece of meat, even though she's displaying herself like a piece of meat.
God
or a
forbid your
product.
dick get hard,
I
because
don't
don't
know.
they arrest you then at that point?
I
the
mean,
fuck?
probably. I'm gonna be honest with you. You probably get sexual harassment for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I see. Look, what happens with me though? I look at women mad hard,
Uh-huh.
and they look at me, and then they start looking back,
Yeah.
and then we start making eye contact.
I mean, once again, that's good for you, Dick. But like I'm saying, for the rest of us out here, I try not to look at women. Like honestly, I try not to look at them. If I do talk to them or have to deal with them at all, it's straight eye contact the whole time.
Oh, of course, like
Like
respectful.
when I say straight eye contact, like I won't look away from their fucking face.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I don't want anybody to say some shit. Because nowadays, like where I'm at in life with what I've accomplished,
Yeah.
anybody can make some bullshit claim, and
Right.
for me to fight it, it's tooth and nail. I could lose everything I've worked so hard for, all because of one remark that had
Right.
nothing to do
Yeah.
with the real world.
And you have to deal with that stuff more than me because I don't have
Well, I mean-
nearly as much to lose.
Well, I
as
mean, even you,
so
dude, you
it's-
could lose your truck, you could lose your house, you could lose everything. You could lose everything, and because let's be real, you get arrested. All right, nobody wants to hire somebody with a sexual assault or harassment.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. Where are you gonna get a
mean,
job
that's
after you
facts.
sexually harass somebody or supposedly?
Yeah.
And my thing is like, how many of these cases are real? Like you look at it, and there's California just changed their laws that now if you have sex with a woman consensually, the law is written says consensually have sex with a woman, but don't wear a condom, and she ends up getting pregnant, you've now sexually assaulted her.
What the fuck,
Bro, that's the
That's a-
law.
that's a
that's
real
a fucking
law?
real law.
That is what?
And people are like, oh, Andrew Tate's a piece of shit. You wonder why there's such a huge following for that man right now. It's because the amount of bullshit that's stacked against men.
He got banned today off of Facebook and Instagram. Like he's
Yeah, because they don't want people going, oh my goodness, like open your fucking eyes. Like these sloth clawed fucking OnlyFans bitches are not
and
real
that's
world.
and like It's not everybody though. You know, there are these sloth clawed women and this
then
and
they
that
can't
and
do
everything
anything.
Okay,
else.
They
so
don't
Cardi
want
B.
to.
Oh wait, Cardi B, the biggest sloth claw hoe out there.
But she's making racks.
No, I
And
don't care.
she
Cardi on
apparently
Barney
can
on
change a
Raro.
diaper pretty fucking well.
No, Cardi B came out and admitted that she was drugging and robbing men.
Oh yeah.
Bill Cosby went to jail for giving women drugs they wanted and then having sex with them. There was no proof they were unconscious. There was none of that shit along with it. All the people who supposedly testified in court legally couldn't even testify in court. That man went to jail because women said, "Give me drugs," and he gave them drugs.
But didn't he like
Supposedly
rape them?
There was no proof of that. All the women, it was so far out of date that nobody could testify.
Did you hear about that video on Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby okay. From the rumors on the internet, no, let's just be real. I don't know the exact facts because I wasn't there when Bill Cosby was doing his shit. But the rumors out there was Bill Cosby was planning on buying a major news network. And in order to keep him from being able to buy that news network, they literally railroaded the fuck out of him. And then you could watch the exact same type of shit happen to a bunch of other political people who were trying to do large-scale moves at the same time.
I mean, I don't doubt it. Not to say that Bill Cosby,
I'm not saying that he
a
didn't
good
rape
guy
them,
or anything.
Yeah, but what I'm
like,
saying is like the
that type of shit happens all the time.
And let's be real,
Like,
it's
multiple
super easy.
different people, you know,
Anybody
you never
can
expect
go.
it.
Any woman can literally walk up right now and be like, "Dick raped me," and you have no way to prove or disprove that it happened.
Yeah.
And there doesn't have to be proof. It's all
No,
on
you know,
she
actually,
says.
that's facts.
Yeah.
Like if somebody claimed that it's
Yeah,
it's hard as a man to be like, no, I didn't. No,
Yeah.
because automatically people are like, oh yeah, he probably raped
And now
her.
they're making it even more of a wider spectrum. So California and their sexual assault, if you have sex consensually,
Yeah.
and then you nut inside of her and she gets pregnant, now you've sexually assaulted her. How do you even go out in California? I'm telling anybody in California who listens to us, don't have sex with women. Like, go out, turn gay. I don't care what you do. Go out of state. Go hit Nevada. Buy a prostitute. Do not consensually have sex with a woman without a condom.
Hashtag kill the babies, man. Hashtag kill the babies. Throw it in the comments, man.
I'm just saying, like, in the real
So
world.
anyway, about the thing about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Check this shit out. So he was in a situation. His lawyer came to him, and when his lawyer came to him, he said that this girl's saying that you raped her. The so and so. He said either we could take it to court or the bond's gonna be like $2 million. He was like, hell yeah! Like he said some crazy shit like Bill Cosby does, and it was recorded on voice, and he was just super excited that it was only $2 million to pay her off. Like, that shit's fucking crazy. He was so happy, and it's on fucking all over the place.
Well, you have to think, though, at the same point, Bill Cosby was a multimillionaire.
I guess he probably didn't want to deal with the court shit either.
Either have your entire reputation drugged through the mud, lose everything you've worked your whole life for, or pay off a possible lying woman for $2 million.
Well, I guess that's why he was so excited, because that makes sense.
Well, yeah, because he was talking about buying a major news network. When I say major news network, we're talking like
CNN.
Yeah, he's
Fox
talking. Well, I don't even think it was.
But
Like
once
CNN,
you do that, you change you change America, because
Yeah.
if you're able to put different
Real
types of
news
news
out there.
real news, then that destroys the whole plan.
It's the same thing with Trump. Once this whole election got rigged that we watched, okay, he was talking about opening his own news network and buying a news network, and they instantly like railroaded him to where he can't even be on social media anymore.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. If the man was lying, why would they ban him from the internet? Why wouldn't they just drag him through the mud like they've been doing for 4 years? They
do everybody else.
Exactly. They intentionally did that shit so that you're like, oh my goodness, he got banned off of Twitter. Who the fuck cares you got banned off of Twitter? I still believe you.
I don't know. I don't fuck with Twitter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I ain't never had a fucking. Well,
No, I've had one, but I don't fuck with it. I had one to watch Trump.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I got Twitter.
Yeah.
And it was a couple years back.
So, and that's my thing. Like,
Same.
I personally feel like until somebody can come forward and go, this is the right that women don't have that men have. This whole feminist equality bullshit is exactly
I
that.
get
Hey, and
one.
we're
Like,
not
it's exactly
we're
the
not
same.
hating on anything. If like we're being serious, like drop it in the comments. Let us know like what real what's the inequality difference between men and women in America? Like what's the real difference? Because I don't like as far as
Yeah, I have no
jobs,
idea.
it all
It doesn't-
seems the same. It
Yeah.
seems like we're equal.
No, the truth is we're actually
But-
not equal. Men are at a disadvantage and have been for about the past 40 years. Because we literally, there's so many laws made to protect women that, okay, let's be real. A woman makes a mistake and has a kid. Well, she don't have to deal with that. She gets child support.
Yeah.
A woman makes a mistake and is in an unhappy marriage. Okay, so now she doesn't have to pay for that. She gets alimony and child support. There's so
Hey,
okay,
shh on the alimony.
so at the same point, no, just keep going. Think about it. Okay, so now she makes a bad decision and has these, and the guy she was with doesn't have the money. There's government-funded things to help her. For single mothers to go back to school, to do this, to do that. There's no single father programs out there. Name one. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying, single father program. What we got? Where's the help network? There's battered women's shelters. Where's the battered men's shelters? Show me that.
Oh, because men are tough.
Well, what I'm saying
We
is,
just
Yeah,
endure
we're
it.
known to
you know?
be big guys.
once again,
we can't get any
no,
fucking support.
If we want equality, man, I want to see that battered men's shelter. I want to see those single father projects. I want to see all the benefits that women have.
Why
that
don't
men
they
don't.
have that shit? Is it because
Because-
they expect the child to stay with the mother?
No, because equality doesn't exist, and the problem it doesn't exist is because it's stacked against the males, not
We need
against the
to
females.
Make equality great again. That's
Make
what we
equality.
need. Fuck yeah. Make equality great again.
Facts.
Let's
Make
fuck this shit up.
hashtag make equality great again. I'm with it, man.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when you really think about it, we need that shit. And, like, if you want real equality, then it should go both ways, not this one-way bullshit where women are the victims. Let's be real. Men are literally, the statistic is men are more likely to be assaulted and abused by their significant other than women. And it happens more throughout the country. You just hear about it less. There's no TV shows out there. Like, you don't go out and turn on Law and Order and see the battered men.
No.
You see 17,000 women that had horrible things happen to them. But you don't ever hear about the guy who got abused.
We just have to go like talk
If it
to our
is the guy
friends
was
in a
abused by their
dark,
parents
quiet
and they
room.
shot up shit or something like that.
Yeah, but
you know,
what I'm
that's-
saying is you don't have the same
No.
equality, and it's not pitched out there like it's supposed to be. And if you want things to
I mean,
be
it's
equal,
a possibility either way you look at it.
Well,
Yeah,
what
you're
I'm saying
right.
is, if it happens more likely, men commit suicide because they deal with stress more and don't get to have the therapy that they need.
Because
there,
nobody
there
believes
ain't
them, nobody wants to
programs out
fucking
there
talk.
for that.
Yeah.
Like nobody. I have learned so quickly that nobody gives a fuck about you. Like if I was to tell, like even if I was to like go and tell you my problems right now, like to a degree, like you might care a little bit, but honestly, like you don't give a fuck because they're
there's nothing I
not
can
your
do.
problems and there's nothing you can do. And so it's like
As men,
as
that's
a,
what
as a
we're raised.
man, nobody gives a fuck about my problems.
Absolutely.
Like
You get a random woman talking to a man, that man gives all fucks about that woman's problems. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, he's down to buy her
Well,
whatever, help her out, do
That's
this and
the
that.
thing.
Men don't get that shit.
As men, you are programmed
no,
to help
I will
them.
say Reagan does. Reagan takes care of me.
Well, what I'm saying is,
I'm not gonna-
you're programmed to help those. So if a woman comes to you and starts telling you her problems, in your brain, you're like, how can I fix this? How can I solve this? How can I make it better? You try to tell her your problems, and she dismisses 90% of what you say because she doesn't give a fuck. And that's most women. I'm not saying all. As the modern generation, the 2022, women between 20 to 35 years old, they're fucking broken as shit. Most of them couldn't run a household if they tried.
All of us are part of a fucking like broken generation.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's fucked up from this point. Like, what's next?
so
That's
wait.
what I'm wondering.
Just look into the dating things that they've been doing in person, like social mixers and speed dating and shit, and look that there's no men showing up to these things because men don't want to try anymore. I'm tired of being told I'm the bad guy.
They know better.
I'm tired of being told I'm a misogynistic, racist, bigoted piece of shit. You know what? After I heard I was racist 10,000 times, I stopped giving a shit. After I was told I was sexist everywhere I looked on the internet for a year and a half, I don't give a shit if I'm sexist anymore. I really don't fucking care. And my thing is, if your feelings get hurt, cool. Go back to your safe zone. Go grab your coloring books. Sit down with your fucking bedazzled poster and go fuck yourself.
Well, it's like people can think whatever they want about you, but at the end of the day, if somebody got to know you and knew who the fuck you were, that's not.
Yeah, that's not who I am, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to reach out and try to help people anymore like that.
Let them
'cause-
think what they want to think.
Yeah,
What the
exactly.
fuck does it matter?
Exactly, because I mean, I know what I do for people. I don't post my charity for who I help out there, but I go out and help people. But I'm not gonna label myself as somebody who helps because some OnlyFans sloth claw looking
gonna
bitch.
come at you.
Yeah,
They
they'll
gonna
come at me
you hard.
sideways and try to get whatever they can out of me.
Yeah.
I've dealt with that shit. I'm too old for all of it. But anywho, that's our episode for today. And hopefully you guys have fun. Find us on all social media platforms, including Pornhub.
Hey, and thank y'all for our views lately.
We
Our
got
views
some
have been
support,
going up.
and
Like
it has
we got
been
some
great.
support, and it's because of y'all. Like honestly, if y'all didn't give us the support, we would have quit by now. We would have been done.
No, except for Dick. He wouldn't have quit. He's going to become a cop. Look at the sunglasses. Look at the
Absolutely.
haircut.
Y'all let me know
Look
how
at-
y'all
look at
feel-
his
how y'all
shorts.
feel about my haircut, man.
Get them cop
Look at
training
those
shorts
shorts.
on. Okay.
All right,
on that
guys.
note-
Until next time.
Later.
Later.